Welcome to the show, everyone. I made it possible for everybody to talk about themselves, and that's exactly what we do here on this show. I know I have a lot of followers that have been listening to me for a very long time. Thank you all for those people that listen. Anyone that's new here, it's networking. It does make a difference, and that's what we're doing right here on the show with everyone. I'm going to go in with my first guest, who has been with me now a couple of times. I have with me Kim Coleman, and she's the owner of Lioness Community Care of Arizona. Welcome back to the show. You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do. One of the busiest women I've ever met. I got one more than her, but she's probably tops it. Go ahead. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. We specialize in dealing with people with disabilities and seniors. We go into the homes. We take care of people. We do foster care. We do a number of things to help our community all around.
Now, when I talked to you the first time, which I could not believe this is a free service that you offer to the families. How does it work? I mean, people that are listening, first of all, is it somebody that might be listening that has somebody they're living with that they can't do it anymore, and they're struggling? Mm-hmm. Maybe it is a parent that they need to make sure that they're in a home, somebody with a disability, which could be someone young, correct?
Yes.
So all of the above.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What does it look like when they call you? How does it work?
So when they call, we do an assessment. We want to make sure that they have certain qualifications. If they have insurance, which 9 times out of 10 they usually do, that's great. If they don't, we'll work with them to help them get the proper insurance, or they could go towards the government. They could get government waivers that will pay for the program. We send the staff member out. We ask them, how do you want this to go? Do you want us to just send you anyone? In some cases, in home care, they already have someone that could be their caregiver. So you could stay home and take care of your sibling. And even with post-COVID, before, you were not able to do like husband and wives, or even in some cases like mother to son or daughter. But post-COVID, they changed a lot of the laws because of the stay-at-home order, to where now you could go and take care of your child, husband or wife, and etc. based on would still have to go through the company as an employee. Mm-hmm. And you have to still have the trainings and all of the things that the law mandates. And then depending on the caregiver, that's when you start getting services right away, and we bill the state.
And in terms of it, like you have said too, that let's talk about how you're picking the people that you work that come into the homes, because that's important. They need to understand because you're very, very careful.
Yes, very. Yes, thank you. So one of the things that we look for is definitely maturity. That's number one. We look for people who they have to pass their background checks. We're not allowed to hire anyone who has had like kidnapping or anything of like
that.
Really,
would be good.
Yes. So there's a process through the state where the state filters the person out 3 times. We have to filter them out with the self-disclosure. We have to filter them out with the fingerprint card, and we have to also filter them out. Even after we do that, we have to send their name to central registry, and that's the hammer hitting the gavel of, okay, they're fine, their background is good.
So here's the thing, what it means is that they really check out who they have that are coming into your homes. Mm-hmm. They're very careful about that. I know that if you have specifics, that you can talk to them and they can help you with finding that right person for you. If you're not happy with the one, because that could probably happen, where you might meet someone and maybe you don't get clicked right away. Now, when people work with you, do you do a free consultation with them? How does that work?
Yes. So we would get the phone call, we would come out, do the assessment with you, we would find out all of the rules that you want for your house. It could be, don't touch my slippers. We would get a layout. We would see if you have cats or dogs or whatever it is, because whoever we match with you, we don't want to match someone if you have cats and the person is allergic to cats. You know,
Right.
we want to make sure it's a good match.
Absolutely. Now, the phone number for you to call, that number is 602-374-1780. This is a free service. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. And their website is lccofaz.com for Lioness Community Care of Arizona. So lccofaz.com. Very important to kind of go over a couple of different things with the services that you offer.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Yes, so we're looking for people in foster care. We also serve people in-house. We serve respite, which is where you could go on vacation, whether it's in-home or out of home. We also have group home services where if you're looking for someone to permanently live in a group home that has 24-hour care and etc., we have that as well. The group home care must come through the state of Arizona though, through economic security, and you have to win as a vendor. So whether it's Lioness or not, make sure you pick a company that will fulfill all of your needs, that have policies and procedures in place and etc., that and make sure it's a company that's not only after the money, because then they'll just take anybody in and ill-treat them and etc. So
No, now when I talked to you, I think it was the last time that you were on, you were explaining how your company is a top-notch, first class.
yes.
And
Yes.
let's talk about that.
Yes. So myself and my husband are very, very heavily involved. Our company is actually in 6 states right now. God willing, hopefully expanding to 10 in the future. But right now, we're very heavily involved. We comb through every expense. We've both been in the business a very long time. We are evolving and growing as society and the company grows. So we are definitely doing things very differently. We have software where we maintain things and etc.
And you yourself were in a situation, that's how you got into this. Why don't you tell that story real quickly?
Oh, sure. I used to live in a group home years ago. I saw bullying when I would go to school, and I said, wow, like that's just terrible how people look at things. And now, when I went to high school, when I started working in the field, I said, wow, I could definitely make a difference. And that's when I said that I want to.
And you've been doing this now 5 years or more?
Actually, my longest Lioness company has been open since 2011.
Oh.
But my experience in the field is about 21 years.
Yeah, you have been in the field for a very long time. And here's the thing is you're also looking for people, you're looking for
Yes.
foster care parents. Talk about that really quickly.
Yes. I'm looking for foster parents, direct care employees, a few more assistants, because we are so overwhelmed with needing help. We need, I just hired a recent CEO that's going to oversee all of the states and everything. So we're definitely growing, and we need people as much as possible. They can even work remotely in some cases.
So on both ends, they're looking to help people out there. They're also looking for people who maybe you want to be a foster parent. They'd love to have you. There's needs for these things. And listen up, everyone. There's a lot of people out there with big hearts that maybe right now you can see that you might want to chip in and do something for some other people. And I'm sure with COVID and everything, you're very careful with all of that. Now, again, you can check them out on their website. It's lccofaz.com. Their phone number, write it down, it's 602-374-1780. Anyone that's got a parent that might need a little bit of assistance, or if you know someone, this is a free service to you, the families out there. They're rated with the Better Business Bureau. Again, it's 602-374-1780.